Nintendo has just revealed more information about its flagship console, also known as the Nintendo Switch 2. So as far as Nintendo fans out there, it is definitely a great holiday as far as January 16th, 2025, when the official announcement of the Nintendo Switch 2 came about. Now, of course, this just makes me want to reflect on the overall success of this type of console, because if you don't know, the Nintendo Switch 1, of course, just called the Nintendo Switch, was very successful on every litmus scale you could look at. But as far as putting it into perspective on how popular it was, I wanted to compare it to the greatest consoles of all time, which of course is more of a subjective metric. So we're specifically getting into the objective metric, which is units sold. And as of December 31st, 2023, so it's probably a lot more since then, the Nintendo Switch has sold over, reportedly has sold over 139 million units, making it one of the most top selling consoles ever. So it's one of the top selling consoles ever. And as far as the list of top selling consoles, of course you have PlayStation 2, the most successful console of all time. That sold around 155 million units sold. Then, of course, the second most profitable console of all time was the Nintendo DS, which is the second best-selling console, of course, reaching 154 million units. And then, as mentioned previously, the one and only Nintendo Switch falls at number 3 on that list as the third most profitable console of all time, with, of course, 139 million units, placing it in third in the lifetime sales rankings. And that's not even taking into account an entire year as far as 2024. So we don't know where the overall rankings still lie, even though there was a significant gap between the Nintendo PlayStation 2 and Nintendo Switch. But, you know, the rest of the list, for those who was wondering, the fourth most profitable console of all time is the Game Boy plus Game Boy Color. And of course, the fifth most profitable console of all time is the one that people seem to not want to upgrade from, which is, unfortunately, the PlayStation 4. Or fortunately, pun intended. So with that being said, the Nintendo Switch and its success is based off of its unique design, right? It's both a home console and then it's a portable device. Who wouldn't want that? That's like if you took your PSP, put it into a dock, and now it's like a PlayStation, right? It's a very unique design, which in turn made it more profitable than any other console, which, granted, Nintendo's whole marketing strategy of downgrading the graphics to a point where it's not as budget heavy when you're building out these games brings that ROI quicker than other consoles such as the PlayStation, such as the Xbox, that put out AAA realistic graphic type quality time and time again, which hurts the overall ROI as far as how fast it accumulates, right? Because if you have a bigger budget, it's hard to get that ROI. If you have a smaller budget, which is significantly dependent upon the graphics, then you can see why Nintendo has 3 of the top 5 most profitable consoles of all time. All right, enough with the history lesson. Now let's get into the Nintendo Switch reveal trailer, because if you don't know, it is out now. And of course, it released January 16th, 2025, expected to be released sometime this year. But here's the official reveal trailer. Well, technically a first look, quote unquote. And then we're going to get more into the specs after this video. Also, I forgot, because Analytic Dreamz video on Spotify to see the video along with the audio. So right now we're not just sitting in silence, we're actually watching the video. So once again, Analytic Dreamz video on Spotify to see the video along with the audio. So that's the original Nintendo Switch. Larger screen. I'm just narrating right now, just in case y'all couldn't tell. All right, a design change, a USB-C, a volume button. Wow, who would have thunk they was gonna put a volume button on? All right, my fault. Let's keep. I'm just gonna let this play out. I think the stand is newer, I believe. I don't think the other one had a stand, but maybe I'm mistaken. All right, I don't know what it's doing right now. So disclaimer, I never had the Nintendo Switch. I've played it a plethora of times, of course, because I'm around gamers. So I play Mario Kart, Mario Party, all type of games on the Nintendo Switch, but I never owned one. But the whole premise of being able to play with multiple people, even though you had these little Joy-Cons, you just hand them out to 3 other people. Now you playing a 4-player game with these little sticks right here. I was like, wow, these so small. So I'm so glad they're making it bigger. That's basically one of the bigger standouts to me. Because there's only so much I can fit in these hands. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't have a small controller. It's not going to work. Hold up. Like, I think I can see. Okay, Analytic Dreamz video on Spotify to see the video along with the audio. Y'all see this right here? This ain't going, this, you know what I mean? It can't be a small controller because my hands are just going to, y'all get the point, right? All right, y'all get the point. Anyways, let's get back to this. All right, you gotta love the sound effects. That was a crazy slap. As you can tell, Nintendo Switch 2 is going to be larger. And, of course, not only is it going to be larger, but it's going to come with specific games, right? What type of games are you asking? The one and only Mario Kart. Now, let me tell you something. As far as Mario just being the LeBron James of the Nintendo platform, as far as carrying the entire company, Super Mario Party Jamboree is the most played game on that platform. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is the second most played game on that platform. Super Smash Bros. Well, that's technically not a Mario game, technically. Mario and Luigi RPG Brothership is the 13th most played game on that platform. So already, and then you have Super Mario Bros. Wonder, the 17th most played game on that platform. So already you have 4 games in the top 17 that are all Mario games. It almost seems like that man Mario, and of course the top 2 is held by him. He has his first and second most played game on the platform. So Mario's the most popular video game character of all time, but not only that fact, he's also a very pivotal player in the Nintendo brand. But of course, we already know that. So that's why this is such a big deal, as Mario Kart 9 is rumored to come along with the Nintendo Switch 2, amongst other things. With that being said, they did say that Donkey Kong, I don't know why, but for some reason, Donkey Kong's redesign was a huge deal. A lot of people pointed it out for some reason. Hey, teach your own, right? So with this, obviously they was playing off the fact that there are going to be larger Joy-Con style controllers with a new connection method. A lot of people wasn't a fan of the connection method because they said if it messes up, you have to buy a whole new Switch. And I don't know how the original Switch worked, if the connection was always fire, but it seems like they're messing with it. And supposedly, or a lot of people are predicting they're going to mess it up, as it's just one of those connection type of ports where it's very iffy as far as the consumer. I guess they just wanted them to keep it the same as the Nintendo Switch. But anyways, additional buttons on the right controller. A lot of people are talking about durability issues, but it's the Switch, so obviously, people like it enough to have it for a while, and I don't think too many people have came out to say oh, it wasn't reliable, right? So I don't know why this second one would be any concern, but whenever you're changing up a design, goes back to the old mantra of if it's not broke, don't fix it. But of course, capitalism and greed, sequels make a ton of money. So a sequel was coming. Let's just see if they messed it up, right? And then of course you have the Nintendo Switch Showcase scheduled for April 2nd, 2025 for a more detailed announcement. Nintendo 2 experience events as far as hands-on opportunities are in various cities such as North America, as far as New York, April 4th through 6th, Los Angeles, April 11th through 13th, Dallas and Toronto, April 25th through 27th, and then of course the overall hands-on opportunity is also in Europe, as Paris will have their chance April 4th through the 6th, London will have their chance April 11th through the 13th, Milan and Berlin will have their opportunity April 25th through the 27th, and then Madrid and Amsterdam will have their opportunity May 9th through the 11th. And of course, Oceania, Oceania. I think that's how you say it. It's spelled like I don't even know if that's Ocean. I ain't gonna cap to you. I think I just completely butchered that. But I'm gonna keep it in, cause hey, that's what I do here. You know what I'm saying? If I mess up, hey, I try my best, right? Melbourne, basically they're gonna get their hands-on experience May 10th and 11th. Asia, Tokyo is getting their hands-on experience April 26th through the 27th. Seoul, I think that's how you say it, is getting their hands-on experience May 31st through June 1st. Hong Kong and Taipei, hopefully I said that right, dates to be decided. Okay, so those are all the hands-on experience. Those are all the dates for the hands-on experience in those respective regions. Of course, when it comes to the carry-on case, right, or the carrying case, is a soft/hard shell case starting at really $15 as far as USD, but really $16. It's $15.53. So it's $15.53. So we're just gonna round up. So approximately $16. An extra large carrying case, just in case you need games on games on games when you're traveling, right? That carrying case is for $26 with storage for up to 10 game cartridges and accessories. We know y'all don't play games like that. Stop lying to yourself. Anyways, storage case is about $31 for larger capacity like Pro controllers, multiple Joy-Cons, etc. So if you are a gamer, just know we're going to be looking for that storage case as far as the amount of units sold. So with that being said, I feel like Nintendo definitely sticks to their hardware when it comes to this specific game. So a storage case will probably be in store for a lot of hardcore Nintendo consumers. With that being said, there's a transparent case, a black silicone case, and a tempered glass protection kit, all for $10. Of course, you have the 30 watts AC charger and then 65 watt AC charger. The 30 watt is $16. The 65 watt is $31. Other Joy-Con accessories is the Joy-Con wheel grip for $11. Folding steering wheel for immersive. The folding steering wheel for immersive. Yeah, I'm immature. My fault. I had to collect myself. Folding steering wheel for immersive racing gameplay is $31, right? And then of course the new Mario Kart game, Super Smash Bros. Rumors, potential release. Super Smash Bros. Let me tell you something. They're done with Super Smash Bros. They're not making any more. I know it's the Nintendo Switch 2, but guess what? They've put everybody they could possibly put in the Super Smash Bros. What was it called? Like the Platinum Super Deluxe Ultimate Edition. Like, I think it was Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Let me see. Smash Bros. Ultimate release date. I think this is the game that they basically. Nah, that's 18. What's the latest Super Smash Bros? Because that game, I mean, I honestly don't know what else you could do to it besides putting Shadow into this game. Like, I really don't know what else they could add as far as characters that would get a lot of people excited. The latest game in Super Smash Bros. Oh, okay, it was Ultimate, released on December 7th, 2018 for the Nintendo Switch. Oh, okay, so I mean, technically, I guess it falls in line with releasing a Super Smash Bros. With every console release. But I'm pretty sure the creator said he was done with that. Because he basically said, like, bro, I did it all, done it all. Like, everything I set out to do in life, I accomplished. So I'm done. That's basically how he was talking, right? And he made Super Smash Bros. One of the greatest games of all time. So, it made sense. So I think he said he was done with Super Smash Bros. Like, honestly, I don't know what else they could add. I guess there's so many maps and stuff. But Ultimate was supposed to have everything. So the next game will have to have everything and then some, right? I feel like it gets very intensive on the hardware. Okay, so July 2023, December. Okay, so Sakurai. I think it's Sakurai. Yeah, Sakurai. Confirmed he was still making games while also creating YouTube content. This might imply that he could still be involved in future projects, including potentially another Super Smash Bros. And then February 16, 2024, it was stated that Sakurai ended his work on Super Smash Bros. Coinciding with the release of the final amiibo for the game. So basically, oh, that's 2024. That's not 2025. Okay, so the December 2023, February. Oh, okay. I don't know. He says he's semi-retired, but he's still working on games. He wants to focus more. So it seems like the consensus is he wants to focus more on his YouTube channel. So technically, he says he has fatigue back in 2021, right? He spoke about an appeal for early retirement, but clarified that this did not mean he will stop working on games entirely. So it seems like he really wants to semi-retire and focus on his YouTube channel. So really, that doesn't count out another Super Smash Bros. That just leads us to believe that he may not be as involved into it. What else? That's basically it. They said that the reveal trailer is outperforming the PS5 announcement from 2020. Makes sense. People have been waiting for this for quite some time. I mean, the original Nintendo Switch came out in 2018, right? Nintendo Switch 2 just got announced, and we are assuming that is going to come out this year, right? As you can see right here, April 2nd, 2025 is the actual release date for Nintendo Switch 2. And with that being said, there's been a significant gap between the Switch 1 and the Switch 2, so it doesn't surprise me that the anticipation is so high. Because keep in mind, this is not just some random console that they're making a sequel for. Nintendo Switch is the third most profitable gaming console of all time. So with that, the Nintendo Switch 2 coming 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 24, 25, coming 8 years after the Nintendo Switch originally was released is very insane, because I don't think that people understand the amount of impact that the Nintendo Switch had on not only the overall Nintendo company, but also mobile gaming. As far as I'm not going to say these came because of the Nintendo Switch, but the Steam Deck, the PSP rumors, the accessibility and the more quality of life improvements and enhancements as far as being able to game on your phone if you get one of those, I forgot what they call it. The things that go with the phone for console games. It's like mobile attachment controller for gaming, just in case y'all want to get, because I also want one of these, so I want to get the name right. But it's a attachment, and it's called, no, that's not, the Backbone. Thank you, that's what I was looking for. Okay, so the Backbone is something that is very pivotal as far as playing console games on your phone and still having that same experience. Like, so having a Backbone at this point, it's like it's nice, and the overall flexibility of it makes it a must-have for like hardcore gamers that just want to maybe game in bed, maybe game in their living room, maybe they don't want to sit in front of their setup all the time, right? So the Backbone, Steam Deck, all those options, I think came because of seeing how the Switch 2 is now the Nintendo Switch is now one of the greatest selling consoles. Objectively speaking, the third highest as far as sales is going to the Nintendo Switch. So with that being said, click my link tree in my bio. Let me know on one of my social medias. What do you think about the Nintendo Switch 2 announcement, and what are you most looking forward to as far as an improvement or an upgrade from the original Nintendo Switch?